Today's video is sponsored by BarkBox. If your dog is less than ideal on leash, today I'm going to show you what to do to get your dog walking like a model canine citizen. Click thumbs up for a more pleasant walk with your dog, subscribe to my channel, and pick up a copy of my book, Dog Training Revolution. Now let's hear from Celeste and her dog, Biscuit.
My name is Celeste. My dog's name is Biscuit. She's 1 year old and she is a Bernese Mountain Dog. I've always thought that they're the cutest dogs in the whole world. My husband proposed to me on a Bernese Mountain Dog farm. It was probably the best moment I could ever imagine. Biscuit's very friendly and she loves other dogs, but sometimes that can be an issue when we're trying to walk around the park or even down the street. She tends to pull really hard and she's a very strong, big dog, and sometimes I have issues keeping her under control. She's very curious. Biscuit just really loves eating dirt. Zach, please help make walking more fun for Biscuit and me.
All right, Biscuit, our mission is clear. Let's see what we can use in our new BarkBox for today's lesson. I'm gonna tell you guys how you can get a free BarkBox in just a second. Prime rib dinner. I'll get it for you if you just look at these. They send you the most unique toys and treats every single month. I have to take the plastic off. You can't just eat it with the plastic on, come on. This is great for keeping your dog engaged in training, which is key for getting faster results, or just because. Dog champagne. Does it squeak? Oh, yeah, look at that. You gotta shake it. Now, if you get something in your box that your dog doesn't love, they'll send you something your dog does love. Your dog's happiness is their priority. I love using jerky strips on training a lot, especially for leash lessons, because you can break them up really easily and they're usually really tasty. The smell really has her attention for sure. I'm gonna give her one. I think these will be perfect for a walk. You can get your free BarkBox with a 6 or a 12-month subscription by going to barkbox.com/ZachGeorge. Did you know that many Bernese Mountain Dogs are so strong that historically they've been used as draft animals to pull carts? And often when a dog is bred for a physical trait like strength, it's extra important to teach them good leash walking habits. Set aside time to work with your dog on leash training before it's time to go somewhere. Preparation makes all of the difference. Before I get started with today's lesson, I have to make sure that I can get Biscuit's attention on me in this outdoor distracting environment. She's great with sit, that's a good sign. Look at me. Yes, good. Now can I get her to look at me without a treat in my hand? Let's find out. Look at me. Oh, she's solid. And we're right here on this pond. There's birds everywhere. I think she's doing exceptional so far. Look at me, looks good. Check. That means she's able to focus on me so that we can start to work on our training. A huge part of having a dog that behaves well on leash is being able to get their attention on you when they're distracted. And just being outside right now is enough to distract almost any dog. If your dog isn't yet reliably looking at you outside while around minor distractions, keep working on that first before moving on. I'll have a video in the description that'll help you. Since Look at Me looks so good, I want to see if we can now do that while moving around. Again, in an outdoor environment, that's super key. Biscuit, look at me, come here. Good, good job, nice work. Up here. Oh, there's birds up here, look at me. So far, she's reacting very intelligently. She's acknowledging the distractions, but it's not throwing her off so much. Look at this, no tension on the leash so far. This is exactly where you want to be. In other words, you don't want to wait for your dog to start pulling on the leash to then correct them and scold them for pulling. It's so much better to motivate them to want to walk nicely rather than using special tools like choke, prong, or electric collars. Teaching your dog to think from the inside out will always be far more potent. And in the beginning stages of teaching your dog to walk nice on leash, it's super important to use lots of treats because they give you that opportunity to build communication with your dog. Those treats are what keep them focused on you, and over time, as they become more used to walking with you in distracting environments, you won't need the treats anywhere near as much, if at all. There she is acknowledging a bird. Up here, look at me, good. So she acknowledged the bird, I was able to get her attention on me. So far it's been smooth sailing with Biscuit, but now let's do something that resembles more of a real world walk. I'm going to attempt to walk all the way from down there, back here, and hopefully Biscuit will comply. Let's see. Biscuit, up here. Yeah, good. I don't know if you could see that. Her pace started to increase a bit, but I wanted to prevent her from pulling, so I asked her to look at me, and she did. Now, Celeste says that Biscuit isn't exactly reliable when she encounters another dog on a walk. Today, I've got my dog trainer friend Angie and her dog Sunny here to provide a more significant distraction for Biscuit. Of course, if you don't have a friend with a dog to help you out, it might be more practical to train in a park where people might be walking their dogs, or even outside the perimeter of a fenced dog park. Now she sees her. Look at that, that's interesting. Let's see how Biscuit does when she's a little bit closer to Sunny. Now we're getting tension on the leash. Right now she's pulling so much, I can't get her attention on me. Over here, hey, pay attention to me. We have a very odd looking duck she's focused on right now too. Come on girl, let's go, over here. I'm not having much success here. That means I need to probably move back a little bit farther. If your dog won't look at you or sit when you ask them to, that probably means you're too close to something they're distracted by. So my goal now is to be able to get Biscuit to pay attention to me in the presence of Sunny. Look at me, fine, great. I'm able to get her eyes on me at about 10, 12 feet between the two of us. Biscuit, up here. Look at me, sit. Yes, good work. So a little bit closer that time. This is exciting. Come on, let's go. Over here, sit. Look at me, great. Sit. Real tough for her right here, but I think she might have it in her. Will you sit? Yes. If you can get your dog to sit in the presence of something they're distracted by, that probably means they're pretty receptive to listening to you and taking direction. If, however, they won't do something basic like a sit, lie down, or look at me, well, that probably means you're not ready to work with them in that type of situation just yet. It would totally be fine to have them go and say hi to each other, but if you're really walking your dog, you don't necessarily want to stop and have your dog greet every dog. Plus, that may condition them to just pull towards every dog they see. All right, I'm ready to go on to the next step here. Things that move are very often more distracting to dogs. And if we have Sunny walk back and forth here, it might be a little bit more challenging to get Biscuit to pay attention to me. Let's find out. She's not paying attention to me. Let me see if I put the treat at her nose. See, still not paying attention to me. She's very intrigued, but she is sitting. So I'm actually still gonna reward because there's some compliance going on over here. You can see that she starts to lunge towards Sunny. We don't want that. Sit. Good. Look at me. Up here. Yes, good job. Just a couple of feet away and I'm able to get Biscuit's attention on me. This is great. How about a lie down? Oh, even better. And the reason I'm having her lie down here is just to demonstrate that she's compliant in this distracting scenario. This is fantastic. This way. Yes. Oh, excellent. Look at this. All attention on me, none on the other dog. Come here. Well, not quite none, but that's acceptable. Will you sit? Will you look at me? I love it. Let's find out how Biscuit reacts when Sunny barks. She's definitely acknowledging the bark. I see nothing wrong with that. The most important thing is that she's paying attention to me in the presence of a barking dog. See that? She barks and she immediately looked at me. I didn't even have to ask her, and that's really what we're working towards. Showing your dog what to do before they're surprised by something is the ideal way to set them up for success. Click thumbs up for Biscuit. Isn't she great? And how about Sunny and Angie too? They did a great job. Get your free bark box when you sign up for a 6 or 12-month subscription. Thank you to our crowdfunders on Patreon. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel and pick up a copy of my book in written or audio form. All the links will be in the description.